This is actually the first time in over a month that I've been able to come to the beach by myself, and it's much needed today. Today is October 22nd, and if you watched my last video, you know that yesterday was I mentioned that yesterday was very hard for me emotionally. I'm sitting in the sun because I need it right now. This morning, my mother came in my room to, I don't even know what to say. Like, how do I explain what happened without explaining what happened? Although I managed to distract myself yesterday and feel some moments of happiness and smiles, I still am hurting. Like, I'm still sad about the situation that took place. And I don't think I'm ready to go into details about that, but what I would say is that I've always been open and honest about the fact that I'm a relationship type of girl. Like, I don't know how to do the multiple people, talk to multiple people, just be out. Like, I don't know how to do that. I am very much a relationship type of girl. And although I know I am not ready to be in a committed relationship right now, I did open myself up to receiving and giving love in that aspect in hopes for it to turn into something serious eventually. And yesterday I had to walk away from that situation because I've been through enough to know that I cannot stay where my energy isn't being reciprocated. I cannot stay in a situation where I want better for the person more than they want for themselves. I'm not saying that the person don't want better for themselves, but they're not willing to make the hard decisions and make the necessary sacrifices in order to change their situation. So staying a part of that would be me repeating what I've done in my past relationship. And one thing I promised myself is that no matter how hard it is and no matter how much it hurts, I'm always going to walk away before things get bad. I'm always going to walk away at the first sign of, listen, this is not going in the right direction, whatever sign that may be. And you know, although for the past month and a half things were really good, like really good, I don't regret any of it because I'm grateful for the time that we spent, and I'm grateful that I was able to feel what I felt again and experience what I experienced again, because my body and my mind was closed off from that for so long. Yes, for the past week and a half, my gut was telling me, like, I just felt that something is off, and let me tell you, I will never ignore my gut again. Like, I've been through enough to know not to ignore my gut, not to ignore my intuition. I'm very big on communication, very big. I don't hide that. I let everybody know from the jump. Like, communication is top tier for me. It's key for me. And if any part of me feel like you're not telling me something, or you're omitting or hiding information, or you are lying to me in any way, because for some reason people think that withholding information is not lying, but it is, because you're purposely not telling me something, you know. So unless I ask, you're not going to say anything. That's a lie in my book. I kept asking questions because I knew there was just more to it. And then I had a dream that gave me some signs, like everything in me were just telling me, like, that, my inner spirit, everything was just telling me that there is something happening, or there's something that's about to happen. And that's what happened. Yesterday I had to make the hard decision to walk away, to really just completely remove myself from the situation. And it's hard, it's hard. This is somebody that I have to go from speaking to this person pretty much every day for the past almost 2 years now to just not speaking to them at all. And not because I don't want to, but because the situation that that person is in is so toxic that it's making our situation toxic, and I can't allow that. I'm at a point in my life that every relationship that I have right now, whether romantic, platonic, friendship, whatever it is, all of the relationships in my life right now has to be meaningful and has to be worth something and have to be growing towards something bigger and better. If you're not willing to do that, I can't keep that around me. And I have, as hurt as I am, as hurt as I felt yesterday, I really and truly have nothing. I have no ill intentions towards this person. Like I truly love them. I really want the best for them, even if I'm not included in that. I just want them to be happy. I want them to find happiness, find peace, be at peace. But I can't make them see that they're in a situation where they're being manipulated. I can't make them see that the people around them or the person around them is keeping them in a position to need them so that they can stay in their life. And I probably am being a little confusing because I'm not trying to go into details, but a lot of times when we're in it, we don't see that we're being manipulated. And I could say that because that was me at one point. And it's not until you get out of the situation, remove yourself from that environment, and start to think back and look back at certain situations, times, and dates, that you realize that, wow, this person was really trying to control me. Wow, this person was really manipulating me. Wow, this was really toxic. Wow, this was actually trauma bonding. And if you didn't watch my video on trauma bonding, you should go and watch it, because it's so ironic that that video was, what I said in that video was inspired by this person's situation. Because I saw it even back then, that this person's situation, the people that this person is tying himself to, it's because it's trauma bonding, it's not love. I'm just having a semi-moment of transparency, right? And I also just want to vent. I need to talk about it a little bit more, get everything out. But it hurts. It really hurts when you care about somebody so deeply, but you can't do anything to help them because they don't want your help. They feel like they don't need your help. They feel like they can do everything on their own and figure it out on their own, which also is a lie, because if you can figure it out on your own, if you can do it all on your own, then you don't need that other person. You don't need to be running back to that other person. You don't need to be living with that other person. Do it on your own if that's the case. But at the end of the day, I feel like if you have family, if you have, whether it's your parents, your siblings, whoever, if you have family in your life who you can call, who you have a good relationship with, you should always be able to lean on them before you decide to lean on somebody who brings chaos to your life, who disrupts your peace, who is verbally abusive or even physically abusive, who wants to control and manipulate you. What does it benefit? And this is a question for the men. And I know I don't have much male viewers, but I have a serious question for the men. What does it benefit you to be emotionally unavailable? What does it benefit you to feel like you can handle everything on your own, that you don't need to express your feelings, that you don't need someone to vent to, that you don't need help, you know? What does it benefit you to keep all of your feelings and emotions just tied up inside of you? What does it benefit you to be content with living in a space that's toxic and chaotic, and knowing deep down inside you're not happy, but do nothing about it because you don't want to ask for help, because you don't want anyone to see you in a vulnerable state, because you are afraid that somebody may use it against you in the future? I don't know. But one thing I learned from my past relationship, because everything is a choice. Everything we do is a choice. Our reality, and I mentioned this before, our reality is literally just a sum of all of the choices we make in life. Me staying in my last relationship as long as I did was my choice. That was a choice that I made. Regardless of the reason, it was still my choice. But me also leaving the relationship when I did and how I did was also my choice. And the way I had to leave that relationship, things that I had to do while pregnant and with 2 children, there's nothing nobody can tell me about feeling stuck, about feeling like they can't do anything else, because that's a choice. You're choosing to stay there. You're not stuck. Nobody has a gun to your head. Like, you're attached to everything around you so much that you are willing to trade your peace of mind, your happiness, and a potential amazing future because you don't want to ask for help. You don't want to make the hard decisions to change your situation. I have to detach myself from people like that. As much as I want to manifest a husband for myself, as much as I want to be in the relationship, eventually be in a relationship and feel all of the beautiful feelings that comes with that, I refuse to compromise on my standards and what I know I deserve. And any man who's willing to look at me or talk to me or know what I've been through and tell me that I love you but I can't be who you need me to be, I would respect that. I definitely 100% respect that. Please tell me. But if you're not willing to be what I need you to be, if you're not willing to give me what you know I deserve, what I know I deserve, then what are we doing? I'm not going to force anybody to do anything. I'm never going to force anybody to change because I've been there. You know, I've had a person in my last relationship throw shit in my face and say, oh, I did this because of you. Anything you do to add to my happiness or to be in my life has to be because you want to do it. Because it's 1,000% your choice, and that you see the benefit in it for you before you see the benefit in it for me. Because nothing on my list, nothing in my standards, nothing that I require of a man who wants to be with me only benefits me. It will benefit him before it benefits me. I want you to take care of yourself. That benefits you first. I want you to be happy and at peace and confident. That benefits you first. Everything I want in a man benefits him first, and then it benefits me. Because he has to be whole and happy before he can be anything for anyone around him. And that's what I require first and foremost. Everything else comes after. I have to live according to my values. I have to stick to what I know is right, regardless of how hard it is sometimes. And I do know that this past week and a half, up until yesterday, I know it was just one big test for me to see if I was willing to make the hard decisions. And it is hard. It's really hard. Like I'm really going to miss him. And I'm not saying that in a sense where like I probably would never speak to him again in life. I'm not saying that, because I left the conversation in a sense to let him know that like I am here, and if or when you decide to better yourself and better your situation, like, you know my number. And if I'm still single and mingling, like, just maybe we could try again. But I have to detach myself right now for my own emotional, mental safety, for my own peace of mind. I have to detach myself, and it's not easy, but I'm doing it. Anyways, I don't even know what I just said in this video, but it's just whatever was sitting on my heart in the moment. And when I edit this, I may or may not upload it. I don't know what it will be, but that's just what I'm feeling right now. Yesterday morning, because it was so hard, I sat on my bathroom floor and I was crying for like 30 minutes. And my boys came in, and I usually don't let them see me crying, But I was just feeling so heavy and hurt that it was just not something I could hold back and hide in the moment. So, you know, they came in all concerned, asking like, Mama, are you okay? Why are you crying? And I just said like, Mama's really sad right now. So my eldest son went to my parents' room to tell them that I was crying. They told the whole house that I was crying. My mother came in to check on me and she was like, what's wrong? And I just told her like, I'm not ready to talk about it. But she did me a favor and she saw that I was just not up to it. So she got the boys ready for me. And that's the thing, like, despite, like, family is gonna have their issues. You're not always gonna see eye to eye. They're gonna do stuff to piss you off at times. But at the end of the day, one thing I can say about my parents is that I could count on them when I am going through it. When it comes down to it, they're gonna always be there for me. And I know everybody isn't as fortunate to have that. I am very aware of that. But if you are, and you're choosing not to count on them, not to lean on them, that's your choice. That has nothing to do with them. That's your choice. Because they can't help you if they don't know you're hurting. They can't help you if they don't know what you're going through. But back to what I was saying, like, she got them ready and then I had the hard conversation with the person and then I had to just dust myself off and go right into mommy mode, taking them to soccer practice, taekwondo, grocery shopping, post office runs, running errands. Like I said, I really managed to distract myself yesterday. So this morning, she came in my room and she was like, okay, talk to me, what's going on? And like at that point, like, what am I doing? What am I gonna do? Am I gonna lie to her? No, I'm not. So I told her what happened and she was disappointed because she knows the person and she really liked the person and she as well just wished the best for the person. So like she understood and she was like, listen, get up and get yourself together and go to the beach and take your time, because she saw that I needed it and I so appreciate her for that. Because like I said, this is the first time I've been able to come to the beach by myself in over a month. I'm truly grateful for my parents, like extremely grateful for my parents. Like they are the one that helped me get out of my last relationship. They scraped up every last penny they had in the moment to help me buy those tickets out of Ghana, okay? Because I didn't have any money, zero. When you talk about leaving a situation for your safety, for your life, for your peace, nobody could tell me they're stuck. I can't accept that. Not after what I've been through. And I don't know if that's harsh or selfish of me, but right now, I can't wrap my head around stuff like that. Like, you always have a choice. Anyways, I am gonna take the rest of my time on the beach, eat my watermelon. I'm giving myself until the end of this month to feel what I need to feel, face what I need to face, release what I need to release. Starting November, I am diving myself into work, into focusing on manifesting what I know I need to manifest, focusing on my goals and the things that I need to accomplish. I don't want to entertain anybody else right now. Y'all wasting my motherfucking time. And I ain't got time to waste. I got 3 kids. Yeah, it's about to rain. Anyways, I just wanted to end this video to all of my melanated women. Protect your womb by any means necessary. And to everybody watching, protect your peace by any means necessary. And I really do mean by any means necessary. Protect your peace. I wish you all love, light, and